News at Noon starts right now.
We all know where we were 2 years ago. I was here in the studio trying to bring you the information about what was happening at Robb Elementary. And today, on May 24th, 2024, we're still trying to wrap our heads around the terror that was unfolding at this hour.
The Uvalde community has already started honoring the victims with a choir performance and butterfly release. And there is so much more planned to mark this day. Our Daniel Ibarra joins us now live from Uvalde, where the community is honoring those victims.
Yeah, David and Ursula, we're here at the St. Philip's Episcopal Church, where just a couple of minutes ago was a powerful service remembering those victims who passed away 2 years ago. They released butterflies, like you mentioned, and some of them are still here floating around. And at 11:32, another powerful moment. The church bells began ringing in honor of the 21 lives lost. A choir also performed Somewhere Over the Rainbow in honor of the victims. Each of their names read aloud. Robb Elementary teacher and shooting survivor Arnulfo Reyes is paying tribute in his own way. He's in the town square along with 100 bright orange flags. It's meant to raise awareness for gun violence. Community members and fellow survivor AJ Martinez are joining him. Reyes is standing among them for 77 minutes, which is how long it took for law enforcement to confront the gunmen. Several drivers passing by have honked in support, and Arnulfo talked with us about the significance of that demonstration.
We're just here to remind everybody that we won't forget what happened, and that to bring awareness to the gun violence.
Now, earlier this month, KSAT anchor Steve Spriester sat down with Arnulfo, and you can hear their full conversation right now on KSAT.com for a Spriester session. Now, the community is spending the entire day honoring these 21 lives lost. There are two vigils planned for tonight, one at 6 at the Uvalde County Fairplex. The other starts at 7:30 over at the Uvalde Amphitheater. We'll be out here all day remembering those 21 lives, and we're going to be heading to, we've been talking to some community members about what this day means to them, and coming up in the next half hour, you'll hear from them. We're live in Uvalde. Daniela Ibarra, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Daniela. Definitely a somber day. In the 2 years since the mass shooting in Uvalde, two things remain consistent. Loved ones and community members continue to demand answers and action, and both have been very, very slow to come by. Just this week, families were able to reach a $2 million settlement with the city of Uvalde, and they announced several new lawsuits as well. They're now suing 92 DPS officers and several Uvalde CISD members, including then Principal Mandy Gutierrez and then Police Chief Pete Arredondo. In a news conference that announced the lawsuits, the family's attorney said the state has done nothing at all.
Against the state of Texas, which has done nothing at all but burden this town before the shooting by not giving them the resources they need, prevented these families from getting the information they need, and then blaming this city as if they didn't have how many police officers there? 98? As if they had nothing to do, as if they didn't know how to shoot somebody.
The lawsuit notes state troopers did not follow their active shooter training, nor act on their responsibility to confront the shooter. This, even as the students and teachers inside were following their own lockdown protocols and turning off the lights and locking the doors and staying silent. In addition to the settlement, new directives within the local police force include department-wide reviews, new training standards, more professional development programs, and expanded community outreach. Right now on KSAT.com, we've got a deep dive on where things stand in Uvalde today. You can find the stories on our homepage.
The cause of death for a child who died allegedly by physical abuse has been revealed as undetermined. Dominic Aguilar Acevedo was only 5 when he died here in San Antonio back in 2021, but his remains were found in Colorado almost a month later. The man accused of causing his death, Daniel Garcia, has been on trial all week. A forensic pathologist from Colorado telling a jury today that he couldn't determine a cause of death.
Were you able to arrive at a conclusion as to how Dominic Aguilar died?
Not conclusively, no.
And why is that?
Because I had so little of him to examine.
Later, an FBI anthropologist who examined Dominique's remains said she was able to see several fractures on his jaw, shoulder blades, hip bone, and ribs. It was determined that those fractures were caused before Dominique died because of the stage of healing they were in. Daniel Garcia is facing up to life in prison if found guilty. Testimony will resume this afternoon about 1:30. You can watch the trial live on KSAT.com, KSAT Plus, and KSAT's YouTube page. Today is the last day to vote early before the primary runoff elections next week. The KSAT Vote 2024 webpage has everything you need to know about elections between now and November. City, county, educational, and national stories live on that section of our website. And again, early voting for the primary runoff election ends today. Scan that QR code right there on your screen for an article breaking down early voting polling places and a copy of sample ballots. If you can't vote in the early voting window, Election Day next Tuesday, May 28th.
Happening today, a Washington, D.C. to S.A. flight plan in the works. City and state leaders, including Mayor Ron Nirenberg, will be at San Antonio International Airport. They're going to be talking about what needs to be done next to finally get direct flights to Reagan National Airport in Washington, D.C. You might remember last week the House voted to pass the FAA Reauthorization Act, which could expand access to flights. Senator Ted Cruz and Representative Joaquin Castro and Stephen Newman will be joining Mayor Ron Nirenberg later on today. Newman is Vice President of Global Government Affairs for American Airlines. Our crews will be there at the airport, live streaming the conference. It's all happening at 1:30 this afternoon. You can watch it on KSAT.com, KSAT Plus, and the KSAT YouTube page.
Let's hope they're all staying in the terminal for all this stuff and don't get out on the tarmac, because it could be a little warm out there.
Seriously, that is exactly what we are going to be dealing with. Copy and paste compared to the past several days as we get ready to wrap up this work week and head into the upcoming Memorial Day weekend. More heat, more humidity, and as you just saw out there on live cam, still have some haze thanks to the agricultural burning happening over in Mexico. Some of that smoke being lofted into our area, which we'll talk about a little bit later on in the newscast. Here's a look at your lunchtime temperatures. If you're stepping out, yes, you'll want to try to stay inside if you can. A little warm out there if you're wanting to have lunch on the patio, at least be in the shade. 86 right now in San Antonio, 84 in Canyon Lake, already 90s for places like Pleasanton, Seguin, stretching over to Gonzales. Into this afternoon, more sunshine taking back over compared to the morning cloud cover we had work back in. And because of that, temperatures are expected to climb into the upper 90s in a few triple digits, right around 98 degrees, the forecast high temperature in the Alamo City. But here's the kicker. When you factor in the humidity in place, it's going to feel like 105 to, in some locations, even 110 degrees. So be careful out there. And that will be the theme as we head into this weekend as well. Nearing 100 degrees out there on the thermometer, but feeling like 110 with all of that moisture. Early next week, a little glimmer of hope. A weak front approaching on Memorial Day could bring us a slight break in temperatures and a few isolated rain chances. We'll talk all about it, get you those details coming up a little bit later on.
This Memorial Day weekend, many of you are going to be beating the heat by splashing into summer. The city of New Braunfels says they expect to see some of that splashing in their city.
Shane Wolf, the director of Land of Falls in New Braunfels, he and other outfitters are getting ready for a wave of visitors.
Everybody's excited to get back on the river. We are expecting crowds like we haven't seen before with our big increase in population.
And that's why the city of New Braunfels wants visitors to plan ahead. Ordinances are in place to keep the river clean and to keep you safe. And this year, the city's Park and Recs Department is going to close the tube chute at 7 on the weekends.
And it's not just the rivers that are going to be packed. Boaters are going to be hitting up local lakes, too.
And game wardens are going to be on those lakes as well. They're going to be patrolling and stopping boats looking for these 5 things.
First, ensuring there is a life jacket for everyone on board. Kids under 13 must be wearing a jacket when the boat is not docked, and your boat must have a Type 4 throwable device like one of those ring buoys. And third, you need to have a horn or a whistle.
All right, the fourth thing you need to have, an updated registration card for that boat you are in, and you also have to have a up-to-date workable fire extinguisher. Check the expiration date on those fire extinguishers. They will go out if you don't check that. So make sure you clip on that kill switch as well when you get in that boat. Don't want anything disastrous to happen. San Antonio Brahmas have a Saturday ahead of them. Boy, I'm telling you, on two fronts. We're going to explain coming up in sports.
And Fiesta celebrations are not quite over just yet. The Flambeau Parade Association making one more announcement today and giving out a long-deserved award.
How about this beauty? Just in time for the long weekend, a new playground is now open.
Ribbon cutting held this morning in Seguin to unveil the Kids Kingdom Playground. It's in Max Starkey Park East. That playground is going to be had to be removed from the park last spring because there were some safety issues. But thanks to some grant money, the city was able to not only address those issues, but also make some improvements.
It also added a trolley and swings with shade.
And just when you thought we were done with Fiesta for this year, one more celebration very near and dear to Mia Montgomery's heart. Our meteorologist is over there dancing around. Today, the Fiesta Flambeau Parade Association announced the People's Choice for Best Float.
The big winner, the Floresville Peanut Festival.
Woo!
Yeah, okay, go ahead. One more time.
Woo! She's hooping and hollering over there.
They got a trophy to take home, modeled after Torchy, the Fiesta Flambeau mascot. Now, this is the first year for the People's Choice Award. Nice choice. The winner was chosen from a Facebook contest that featured over 65 floats. People chose the one that they liked the best.
And guess who was on that float? Our very own meteorologist, Mia Montgomery. She's a winner in our hearts here in the studio, but now it's official with Fiesta Flambeau.
You have a picture?
I should have uploaded it to KSAT Connect, but my mom sent it to me when we were in Flambeau season a couple of weeks ago. Because yes, I was a part of the court in high school, and we were on the float riding through the Flambeau, and we were on KSAT stream, and it's just kind of a really cool full circle moment. But they put so much effort into those dresses. My goodness. So I'm so happy that they got some well-deserved recognition.
Your mom has sent you the picture?
Yes.
Okay.
Our own
next half hour.
I'll have to upload it to
Queen.
KSAT Connect. Very fun. Anyways, yes, congratulations to Floresville. Amazing. Let's take a quick look at the aquifer today. Down half of a foot. 632 is the reading. We definitely need some rain. Wish that we had better chances this weekend. Quick look at your pollen count. Mold's now moderate. Grass and pigweed are low. We'll get you another look at that forecast after this.
Downtown to Market Square for the big Friday edition of Question of the Day. It's Friday. Don't stump us. Please, make it easy.
We won't.
It's Friday going into a holiday weekend.
It's a holiday weekend, yeah.
So this is kind of an easy question. What are you going to be doing for Memorial Day weekend?
That's an easy answer.
I know.
Nothing.
Okay.
And then Monday I'll be right here working. So
Yeah,
there you
we're
go.
both going to work Memorial Day, but I'm going to be spending some early mornings riding horses, and then I'm done for the day. I'm in the air conditioner the rest of the time.
Good idea, yes. So we want to know, scan that QR code, what are you going to be doing for Memorial Day? I know a lot of folks may be going to, say, Fort Sam and paying tributes
That's
out
also
there.
on my agenda, I should mention.
Yes,
to
it
visit
is.
some friends.
And of course, unofficial start of summer, and that makes you think of
Summer
cooking
food.
out and hot
Grilling.
dogs and
Yep.
sandwiches. Just want to tempt you a little bit. Look at this.
No,
From
here we
Chicago.
go.
There's the classic Chicago
man.
hot dog and
That's a real
an
dog
Italian
there.
beef.
A beef dog.
That's a real dog.
This is
there.
Italian beef, yeah.
All right.
Nice.
Should I pick it up and try it?
No.
I want to
He's
see
going
it.
to anyway,
no,
you guys.
No, I don't want to see it.
He's been counting
No,
down to this
I-
just so he could do this to you.
Look
That right
look
there.
at ooh. Yeah.
Get him a napkin. He's got a little there on his chin.
I have better. I have a towel.
It's good stuff, David.
You're
Perfect.
killing
Yeah,
David.
Sure, it looks good.
Yeah, okay.
Good
All
stuff.
right. Thanks, Mike. All right. We'll see you in 20 minutes or
Hey,
30 minutes,
we
maybe.
got frozen pops yesterday.
So, yeah, we're lucky.
I know.
And he's.
He got the sandwich.
And they were good.
Those pops
frozen
were really good.
pops yesterday, they were so refreshing. Man, that's
That's
exactly.
a good thing to have this weekend.
That's what we need on a hot summer-like day. And yeah, you're going to want to keep those sweet treats, very cool treats, handy all the way through the upcoming Memorial Day weekend, because no relief from the heat in store over the next couple of days, but we will see a slight break in temperatures early next week. I say break in temperatures, mid-90s, but it's better than near 100 degrees after we see a weak front push through the area. So yes, let's go ahead and talk all about it. First, another look at conditions outside. 90 degrees in New Braunfels, it's 92 in Seguin. Check out Bernie and Kerrville. Still in the upper 70s, right near 80 degrees because of some of that morning cloud cover. Still hanging on a little bit more. It is humid out there on the right-hand side. That humidity is still very much elevated. And that is the key to the forecast into this afternoon, because yes, we're not just dealing with the heat, but we're dealing with all of that moisture on top of that. So while air temperatures climb into the upper 90s later this afternoon, check out your feels like temperatures in the 105 to 110 degree range. So yes, that can be a bit dangerous if you're not prepared, not taking breaks from the heat outside, not staying hydrated. So just things to think about throughout the remainder of the day. If you're stepping out for any evening plans, I know there's a lot of area graduations happening later on this evening as well. Still be careful out there too. We'll start to see those temperatures fall into the 80s, especially after the sun goes down. But here's a look at those high temperatures across the region. By about 5 o'clock, we're shooting for 98 officially here in town, which is also about 10 degrees above the average for this time of year. Along and mainly south of the Highway 90 corridor, triple digits, 100 in Floresville, 101 in Hondo, 102 out west in Uvalde, mid to upper 90s in store for northern Bexar County and up into the hill country, 96 later on today for places like Kerrville and Comfort. But when you factor in that humidity, it will feel like the triple digits. Could feel like 110 degrees here across portions of Bexar County. And because of that, as we take a look at some of the heat alerts in place, that orange that you're seeing is a heat advisory that has been issued running through 7 p.m. So we'll continue to focus on that all the way into the upcoming weekend. You can see already nearing 100 degrees tomorrow. I think we'll be pretty much there Sunday and into Monday, feeling even hotter. But then after we see that week boundary move through, mid-90s in store by Tuesday and into the middle portions of next week as well. So here's the upper level pattern. We've got this big blue H area of high pressure still centered around over Mexico. It's just kind of deflecting that rain making energy around us. Unfortunately, it's too far north. We still will monitor for an isolated stray storm mainly north of town late tonight. That's going to wobble over Mexico over the next couple of days. Then as it moves ever so slightly southward, could make just enough room by Memorial Day for this low pressure system near the Great Lakes to drop that weak quote unquote cool front into south central Texas. So yes, that could bring a slight break to some of those temperatures, but also introduce just a few isolated chances for rain. Wish they were better, wish they were higher, but right now we've just got about a 20% potential in the forecast as early as late Monday and into the middle portions of next week. I did mention that there is the potential to find a stray storm later on tonight. Again, mainly north of San Antonio. I think the better chances are going to be closer to the Austin and Round Rock area. Again, that high pressure system just really in control of our weather pattern. So still a lot to monitor, but yes, this weekend the main concern will be all of that heat and humidity in place. We'll be right back.
The San Antonio Brahmas are going to have a big day in the Dome tomorrow. They are coming off a win last week that put them into the playoffs. But there's still work to be done. They still have 2 games left in the regular season and still a lot riding on winning or losing. They will take on the Birmingham Stallions tomorrow. They're undefeated at 8-0. The Brahmas are tied at the top of their division, which means they still have a shot to host the first round of the playoffs. So here's a look at tomorrow's game. 2 o'clock kickoff in the Dome. That's where you want to be tomorrow. Ooh, nice and cool in there. It's the Brahmas and the Birmingham Stallions. And you can also see it in the comfort of your own home, live here on KSAT 12. But that's not all. Tomorrow they are also honoring the military and first responders. Since this is Military City, USA and Memorial Day weekend, they're going to be wearing their yellow jerseys for Hats Off to Heroes game. Fans can take advantage of the special ticket and yellow t-shirt offer by visiting fivo.me/yellowout.com and use promo code YELLOW. Once again, tomorrow afternoon, kickoff at 2 o'clock. South of town in Jordanton, the Bernie Greyhounds taking on Bishop in game 1 of their Class 4A regional semifinal series. The ball game was tied at 1 when the Greyhounds started to get the bat on the ball and find the holes. Third inning, Jace Preston singled up the middle. Next batter, Hudson McNew finds a spot in shallow left field with 2 on, 1 out. Junior Hudson Hendricks sends one deep, and that's just where nobody is, over the wall. There's no fans out there, I don't think. No, the wall's too high, can't see it. That's a 3-run blast, big fly. Greyhounds scored 7 in the third. They go on to win game 1, 13-3. Great way to start the series.
Boys of Summer.
Yep.
We'll be right back. Actually, we're going to tell you what's coming up today at 5. Summertime, peak time for grilling, but only if your grill is up to snuff. Your trusted grill might be seasoned perfectly, but if you see flaking or yellow flame, it's time to get a new one. We're going to have some options and tell you how to maintain your grill today at 5 after Entertainment Tonight.
And once again, today marks the 2-year anniversary of the deadly shooting at Robb Elementary. In the next half hour, we're going to be hearing from some people there in that Uvalde community and how they are honoring the lives lost. People from all over the Uvalde community and around Texas are actually coming together today to remember the lives lost during the shooting at Robb Elementary just 2 years ago.
There is a lot planned for today, and Daniela Ibarra is live in Uvalde this noon with a rundown.
So Danielle, I understand you had a chance to talk to some of the community members and see how they're remembering 2 years ago.
Yeah, and I'll have you listen to one of them in a second, but I want to tell you where we're at right now. This is the St. Philip's Church, where just about half an hour ago, a remembrance ceremony ended. It was incredibly powerful. They ended with a butterfly release representing the 21 lives lost at Robb Elementary, as well as the families and the survivors of that shooting. We also heard from a choir of kids singing Somewhere Over the Rainbow, and also the names of each one of those victims read aloud. Now, there was a large group of people here at the church, including community members, as well as some of the survivors. And some of those butterflies that I talked about, some of them are still floating around here somewhere. Now, people are paying tribute here, as well as some vigils tonight. There's one at 6 at the County Fairplex and one at 7:30 at the Uvalde Amphitheater. But throughout the day, people have been stopping by the town hall, the town square, I should say, paying their respects there. And here's one of the women that we spoke with.
There's more good people than bad people. I believe that. So we need to vote. To me, right now, I want people to vote.
Now, you might have noticed that orange flag and the orange that people are wearing there. That's part of a demonstration against gun violence that was organized by Robb Elementary teacher and survivor Arnulfo Reyes. He was there, and he says that he wants people who drove by that to recognize the importance of what he says is ending gun violence. Now, like I said, this is one of several things that's going on today honoring the victims, and of course, we're going to be covering it throughout the day. So join us back here at 5 and 6 for the latest. We're live in Uvalde. Daniela Ibarra, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Daniela. As the Uvalde community moves forward, so does progress on a new elementary school. Tim Miller with the Uvalde CISD Moving Forward Foundation says the new school will honor the lives lost while giving students who have attended Robb a new home. Now, a virtual tour takes around the 25-acre campus that will house 800 students across 2nd, 3rd, and 4th grades. The project includes several tributes to the 19 students and 2 teachers forever remembered by their community. But that's not the only thing that crews will focus on.
Safety and security was one of the 3 core values that we focused on when we were designing this building. So this new school meets and exceeds the standards from the state.
The new school still needs a name and another $20 million to cover the $60 million project, but Miller is confident the job will get done. If you would like to donate to the Uvalde CISD Elementary School project, we have a link on KSAT.com. We also asked about demolition plans for Robb Elementary. A UCISD spokeswoman told us, quote, Robb Elementary School has not been released to district for demolition due to ongoing litigation. Adding, we understand the community's concern and eagerness for progress. However, it is important to recognize that discussions and decisions regarding demolition cannot proceed until all legal matters are resolved, end quote.
School out for summer, but aside from fun in the sun, it can also mean stress. It's a new routine with kids at home now, and parents might be getting overwhelmed, depressed, or anxious. So a business in Seguin is holding a free mental health fair to help you start your summer off on the right foot.
We have several counselors from Ray of Hope Counseling coming, and they will be there to help us with our kids as we're going into the summer and giving them different coping strategies when they're stressed out, or mom and dad strategies when their kids are stressed out.
We've all been there. The mental health fair is happening tomorrow from 9 until 3. It's at Pecan Town Books and Brews at 212 South Camp Street in Seguin. Again, it's a free event, and we have the information for you on our website, KSAT.com.
The second annual Walk Out Lupus Walk will be happening this weekend, and everyone is invited to participate to raise awareness about a disease that doesn't get a lot of attention.
It's rarely spoken about. A lot of people don't even know about lupus, and I'm just trying to bring more awareness and more attention to the disease.
Jackie Lee, and she's the founder of the Beauty of Lupus SA. She was diagnosed with the disease when she was just a teen, and since then she's been trying to raise awareness and hopes more people will be able to learn about lupus at the walk. So the Walkout Lupus Walk is going to be happening tomorrow. It starts at 9 in the morning at Copernicius Park on Lord Road. That's on the city's east side near Loop 410. The walk is free to attend. We've got all the information for you right there on our website.
San Antonio ISD says it's working to keep students cool as it continues to deal with the HVAC issues it's been having. This is a problem the district's been dealing with for months now. The superintendent sent parents a letter promising, quote, contingency plans to move students to cooler spaces as necessary. Dr. Jamie Aquino also said, quote, it is not all schools that are experiencing these problems.
The superintendent noted several things, like the need for a long-term solution after the January freeze. Kids in the district finish classes next week, and you can read the superintendent's letter to parents along with the district's report about its January HVAC issues right now on KSAT.com. I think it's Copernicus Park.
It is Copernicus.
Yeah, I
Thank
think
you.
so too.
Yeah,
all right.
You know.
Live look outside with your live cam, and it is so oppressive outside. It's the only word I can come up with.
Yep, so we've got the haze from the smoke that's moving in from those fires in Mexico, but also the humidity, which adds a little bit of that hazy look to the sky as well. So that's what we're going to be dealing with at times into this afternoon. You can see it right there again, 86 degrees, humidity up at 70% here in the Alamo City. Winds out of the south-southeast at about 10 to 15 miles per hour. Check out your feels like temperature already this hour. Feels like the mid-90s. That's only going to climb with more of these warming hours in place. You can see this is why. We've got plenty of the moisture also settled into south central Texas. Dew points very, very elevated. As Ursula mentioned earlier, oppressive. You can just feel that humidity the second you do step outdoors. So heat index values likely approaching the 105 to 110 degree range this afternoon. It's not just us dealing with the heat and humidity. More of the same. Here's a look at your travel forecast if you are planning on traveling across the Lone Star State for the Memorial Day weekend. Houston heat index values near 105, closing in on 110 off to our south for places like Corpus Christi and the Rio Grande Valley. We will be seeing that continue into Saturday, Sunday, and your Memorial Day. An evening storm possible late Monday as we start to see that weak front work in. Also that slight break in temperature, so we'll talk more about that extended forecast, plus get you a look at how our area lakes and reservoirs are doing ahead of those Memorial Day weekend plans in a few.
Well, if you're going to plant something, you better plant it early. Free plants and gardening tips coming up. There's a big event that you want to know about. Monterrey, Mexico, one of San Antonio's sister cities, and their relationship is getting stronger.
The two cities just signed an agreement to collaborate on building a regional economic ecosystem that targets key sectors and industries.
Tiffany Huertas tells us about the different projects in the works and how it's providing educational opportunities for students.
So let's start with how did this collaboration with Monterrey, Mexico start?
Well, the sister city in our partnership with Monterrey is actually the prototype for sister city relationships in the entire United States. It predates Sister Cities International, which is the formal national organization that helps facilitate relationships between United States and cities overseas. Our relationship formally with Monterrey began in 1953.
San Antonio Mayor Ron Nirenberg says Monterrey, Mexico, and the Alamo City have a deep and rich history of friendship.
Our ancestries, our culture, our histories are all intertwined.
The relationship between the two cities continues to grow. Last year, Nirenberg led a delegation to Monterrey, and in November, the two mayors signed an agreement to work together to drive economic growth and bring more opportunities for their communities.
We signed a letter of intent on a few fronts. One of the manifestations of that was an agreement between UTSA and Tec de Monterrey on a dual master's program in cybersecurity, which has already enrolled its first cohort. We also created a partnership between our Alamo Community College District and Tech Milenio on a pathway to nursing program.
Some other areas they are focusing on include tourism, technology, and sustainability initiatives.
We also want to continue to foster the relationship that we've had economically, and we know that there's a tremendous amount of trade and foreign direct investment going to San Antonio and from San Antonio with Monterrey.
What does this mean for you to be able to work with Monterrey and the team over there?
Well, it's personally gratifying because I live in and lead a city that is intertwined with the heritage and history of Mexico. This used to be Mexico, and so the families that share our community are closely bonded to our neighbors and our family in Monterrey. The future of global security and our global prosperity happens largely in the relationships that we create, and one of the relationships that's critically important in this hemisphere and around the world is that between the United States and Mexico.
Tiffany Huertas, KSAT 12 News.
Taking a look outside with live cam. It almost looks like it's raining out there because it's just so murky.
Yeah, it looks really gray and gloomy.
Is that smoke or is that humidity?
It's a mix of both. It's the mix of the smoke in the air and also the humidity. So it's kind of both coupled together.
A yucky day.
Just a yucky day, and it's going to be another hot day. Here's a look at the almanac data. 79 was our morning low. We started off today 10 degrees above average, near 80. You felt that humidity the second you stepped outside. 86 right now. Our average high is 89. We're going to be well above that as we climb into the 90s. Not hitting the record of 101, but we're not too far from it either. So we'll get you another look at that toasty weekend forecast coming up. All right, welcome back, everybody. So this stretch of unseasonably hot days continues into the upcoming weekend. So you may be thinking, all right, let's head to one of our area lakes and reservoirs to beat the heat and cool off just a little bit. If you are, wanted to get you a look at those somewhat low levels still. Canyon Lake at about 57 to 58% full, 23 feet below the conservation pool. Medina Lake, we know, is an area that definitely needs more rain. Only 2% full right now. Choke Canyon about 22 to 23% full. Gets a little bit better though, just north of our viewing area. Buchanan by about 73% full. Lake LBJ not doing too bad at all thanks to some recent rains out that way. Near 100% full, not doing too bad at all there. But I also want to get you a look at our river flow forecast. Guadalupe, Comal, and the Frio still moving pretty slow. Got some water there, but the stream flow not all that impressive. Also on top of it, yes, we do have in the pollen count, as we were talking about earlier, molds are moderate. They were low yesterday. We've got grass and pigweed in place, but also some of that smoke that continues to filter in from the agricultural burning happening in Mexico. Here's a look at current air quality right now. Even in and around the San Antonio area, unhealthy for those those with sensitive respiratory systems. That is still going to be the case this afternoon and into Saturday as well as Sunday. So if you find yourself in that group, not a bad idea to just keep tabs on the air quality over the next 72 hours. We, of course, will continue to do that for you. For the general public, we also may be seeing some more vibrant sunsets over the next couple of days, so we'll keep you posted there too. East of I-35, we've got plenty of sunshine taken back over. Still have some cloud cover here in San Antonio and points just off to the west. You can see how that's affecting temperatures. A little bit cooler in Kerrville, 77. It's 82 in Hondo. Meanwhile, we're starting to close in on that 90-degree mark here in the Alamo City. 94 already in Beeville. It's 93 right now in Gonzales, but it feels like 108 degrees already in Gonzales with that humidity in place. Feels like temperature near 113, well off to our south in Freer as well as Laredo. So it is going to be a very hot afternoon once again with that very thick humidity. I do think those heat indices could approach the 105 to 110 degree range closer to town later on this afternoon. An actual air temperature topping off in the upper 90s and then still pretty toasty if you're stepping out for any Friday evening plans. Looking ahead to this weekend, high pressure is still in control, so not much change there. In fact, thermometers could build by a couple of degrees. Our average 89 for this time of year. We're still going to be well above that, 99 tomorrow and then near the century mark Sunday and into Monday before we see that slight break in temperatures. There's that high pressure system still wobbling around, but in control of our weather pattern over the next couple of days. I think as we head into late Monday and we start to see this front approach, it's possible that we see an isolated storm there too, and then isolated chances will continue thereafter Tuesday, Wednesday, and into Thursday. So yes, it's still going to be hot and above average, but at this point, I'll take the mid-90s with an isolated chance for rain, other than the triple digits and no chance for rain, guys.
Thanks, Mia. You're underscoring your next story.
Yeah, this is kind of tough. Now, if you want a free plant that's drought and heat tolerant, how about spending the day shopping for lots of flowering plants and gardening swag?
It sounds like a dream day for Sarah Costa, who tells us about the Festival of Flowers for today's Gardening with KSAT.
Want a free plant? Love gardening? Love flowers? The Festival of Flowers event is just for you. Co-hosted by Saws, the festival will feature a garden mall showcasing the finest flowering plants, succulents, tropicals, trees, and all the gardening bells and whistles. Plus, Saws is giving away a free drought-tolerant plant to the first 1,000 attendees. So many vendors will be selling unique plants and goods, including my friends over at Rainbow Gardens. Organizations like the Bexar County and Travis County Master Gardeners will be available to answer all of your questions. So will Jay from Texas Gardener Magazine, known for his awesome Instagram posts like you see here. Enjoy seminars on how to keep your garden alive in the summer heat, to how to create a butterfly garden. Plus, bring your plants for the largest plant exchange in Texas. So come check out the Festival of Flowers Saturday, June 8th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the San Antonio Shrine Auditorium. Tickets are $8. Read all about it at KSAT.com. Hey, see you guys there and happy gardening.
I'm sure Mike can't talk because his mouth is full of that hot dog thing he was eating.
No.
Good.
We're laughing too much to eat
good
right
afternoon.
now. Say hello.
Hello. We are on this show.
SA Live.
SA Live.
He does that too. He does so many shows.
He's completely ready for this show, I can tell.
Yes, David Gagner is going to be appearing at Laugh Out Loud Comedy Club this weekend.
Yes, sir.
Yes, here in San Antonio.
Friday and Saturday, 2 shows, both nights.
All right.
Not to brag, last night, Office Trivia sold out. It's over. We can't go back. Now we have tonight.
Okay.
Who needs tomorrow? Fiona?
Okay, we're going to say, and you know what? We're going to feed him too, because look at that. We have authentic Chicago dogs, Italian beefs, yes, from right here, and the chef is from Chi-Town himself. He is right over there.
I lived in Chicago for 9 years. It is a great city. And like you and I both, we talked. There's good and bad.
Have you ever had Nepali food?
Yes.
We have some of that on the show as well.
Yes. Momo House.
Here. Yes.
There's names I can't remember, and I tried. But what a plethora of greatness is happening right here on the show.
And even more so because how about a nice little picnic, maybe a romantic setting,
just to
something
elevate
like that
your next
for you.
party, right?
Yes, indeed. Let's party. They can set it up, whatever the case may be. Also, if you're looking for something to do besides seeing him this weekend,
all you should do.
We have got a list, as long as a CVS receipt,
For
of all
tonight's-
the things that you can do.
In San Antonio this weekend?
Yes, indeed.
I love that.
I know.
I love it. I've got kids, and you're always looking for something to do.
That whole
John,
coming up.
John's giving us this.
Off the rails when we come back.
Get on John right now.